thank you for joining me on my video today. We are working on the side skirts, making a start, on the side skirts. So this is picking up from my video that I did the other day, just reviewing what parts I've got ready to sort of make a start on them. So I've just got the side skirt, as you can probably see here, across in front of me. And I've just given it a wipe down and a bit of a clean off with some degreaser, and I'm going to get on today with a bit of filler, and then I'm going to leave that to dry. I'm going to come back and then sand it back later. So today, yeah, we're only doing a little bit of like touch up here and there on the side skirts. I'm at a point now where I think I'm happy with, I might rub them back a little bit more, but I think I'm at a point now where it's just sort of presentable. It will do. And then yeah, I'm just going to fill this nasty scratch in here, and then check the other side skirt out, which is behind me, make sure that doesn't need any filling. I don't think it does, but I'll give it another look. I've not looked at them in a while, but I remember this one had a big old scratch on it. So like I said, I've just given it a wipe back, make sure it's completely clean. And so yeah, so the next thing first I'm going to do now is mix up the hardener and the body filler and then get ready to apply it. But you have to be sort of quick because it does dry quite quickly. So as soon as you mix it, you get it on there quickly, and then yeah, let it do its thing. Anyway, let's get on with today's video. Stay tuned, guys. Right then, so here we go. Side skirt number 1, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the driver's side. Yes, it is. So as you can sort of see, it's not the biggest actually, but it is noticeable. It looks like someone's gone over a rock with it or something, I don't really know. But yeah, you can sort of see it's quite nasty. It does actually intrude into the actual side part of the side skirt, so you will actually see this part here. Not so much this, because it's quite tucked under, but as soon as it starts coming up into the actual main viewing point, you're going to see that. So, right, we're using that big boy. Oh, so let me have a read the instructions and I'll get back to you. Alright, so I read the instructions and I'm just giving it a sand on top of this, just so that it can sort of stick itself to the actual scratch. Now, make sure after you've done this, it's free from any dirt and dust, and then get ready to fill it in. So I'm going to put a little bit of hardener, 2 drops of hardener, and a little bit of filler, and mix it up, and then that should be enough for this little scratch. Alright then guys, so next thing is, now we need to get a little bit of this, I'm going to put it onto this little bit of card, and then mix it up in there, and then use a scraper here to scrape it off, mix it, and wipe it onto the actual side skirt of the car. But that's absolutely stinks. It just reminds me of what I used to do when I was at school in like the workshops and that. Cool. Strong smell of fumes. So yeah, I'm going to scoop a bit out of there, put it on there, get a little bit of hardener, 2 drops on there, mix it up, and then wait for it to change colour, it says, and then smear it onto the side skirt. It takes about 5 minutes to dry, and then after 5 minutes I'll come back out, give it a rub back. If it needs more filler, then I'll do it again. So that's basically what I'm going to do now. So I'll see you guys in just a sec when I've got a bit of filler on here and mixed up. Alright then guys, so I mixed a little bit too much hardener and filler, but you never mix enough because you just never know. So I managed to get that all filled, I managed to smooth it in there nicely. A bit of pressure, applied it and pushed it in there. A little crack was down there on that corner, as you probably might have saw. I don't know if I was in the way of the camera or what. But yeah, I thought I'd just fill that piece while I got a little bit harder and filler left. So now I'm going to let that completely dry for 5 minutes. Come back, give it a sand. If it needs any more, then I will mix some more. You can never be too sure. Like I said, I've never done body work before, so this is all new to me. So yeah, I'm just going to let that dry completely. I mean, it's getting there. It's tacky, but yeah. In 5 minutes, I'll come out and then see what it looks like. But yeah, with the humidity today, it might take a little bit longer. So yeah, I'll see what it looks like in a little while. All right, so I'll see you guys in just a bit. Alright then guys, so I've come down to the shed now. I've just sanded back a little bit, just take the top part off, and now I'm going to sand it back with even more fine sandpaper. Yeah, it's come out alright. I mean, can't see the scratches at the moment, which is nice. So I'm not going to sand back too much. I'm just going to take off, trying to just sort of smooth it in now. Same as that part there. So that's that crack that was there. It's all been smoothed in as well, so that's looking good. So I just need to get to sand that back a little bit more. Just get it nice and smooth, just because it is sort of little, just high points here. Yeah, that's all smoothed in. Yeah, just need to bring it down a little bit, so it sort of, like I said, just smooths into the rest of the side skirt, so you don't actually see it once it's been painted. So I'm using like P80, 1200, and 100 I think it is, and 120 I think it is as well. Like I said, I'm not a body expert, but I just know that's sort of like fine sandpaper without leaving too many scratches behind. Like 1200 should just remove them completely. But yeah, I'm using that sort of sandpaper for now. I probably will get comments saying, oh, that's the wrong sort of sandpaper, but it's just what I've been reading up on what to use. And like I said, I'm not a body expert, so I'm not expecting this to be perfect. It's just got to be presentable. Once it's on the car and painted silver, you're not even going to see it. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute guys, because otherwise it's just be boring watching me sand. Unless you want me to stand near the camera and sand away. See you guys in a little bit. Okay then guys, so as you can see now, I have filled it. I've sanded it back. I'll just give it a wipe. Sorry I didn't film me sanding it, it's very boring. It took like half an hour, 45 minutes of just rubbing, smoothing out, making sure it feels smooth to touch. As you can sort of hear, my hand moves and glides over it lovely. It doesn't slow down or anything. There's no high spots. So the next thing I'm going to do now is go online, and for little chips here and there, let's just get some filler primer. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray the lower section with filler and primer. Yeah, basically filler primer. It's a spray, you can buy it as a spray, and then after it's dried, I'm just going to rub it back. I'll probably give it like 2 coats of filler primer and rub it back until it's smooth, and then fill this in again with that filler primer, and do the same with this one as well, just a slight little chips here and there, sort of touch them in a little bit, and then like I said, just rub that back as well, filler primer, and then do a dusting of moon dust silver over it. I'll probably give it 2 coats, and then after that give it 2 coats of lacquer, so like make it nice and shiny and glossy, and stick them on the car. I'm still after 2 front caps. There has to be 2 front ones, so anyone out there's got your 2 front caps in silver, let me know. I was about to think about filling them in, stick them on, then fill over them, but like I said, I'm worried about them flexing on the car and then it start cracking, because these are incredibly flimsy, especially if they're going to be on the car. It might vibrate and then it might start cracking the filler. So what I'm going to do is I've got some real strong bonding glue, plastic glue. I'm just going to glue them on there, and then from behind the little clips and that, all this, I'm going to fiberglass over it, so they won't ever come off. They look like caps, but they're not going to come off, so they're going to completely be stuck to the car. So like I said, anyone out there got any front caps, let me know. I will appreciate that, in silver. And there we go then, guys. I'm going to end this one here, and then the next time you see this, we'll be getting on with the spraying of the primer, the filler primer, sorry, and then rubbing that back, and then getting on with spraying it in silver. Right, guys. There we go. I'm really, really happy with that. That's come out really, really nice. That's filled that scratch. I can't remember where the scratch was now, but yeah, that's come out really, really nice. Beautiful. First time attempting it, and I think it went quite well. See you guys later on. Thanks very much for watching. I can't wait to get them on the car. See you guys soon.